Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on my channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a really good defense that you guys should run. This is going to be similar to a video that Venom Fire posted a couple hours ago as I'm recording this, but this is actually going to be out of big nickel over G as opposed to focusing on nickel 335 and 335 wide. Today the play we're going to be going over is going to be cover one hole. I'm going to be showing you guys two defensive setups to defend the pass and then also a setup to defend the run. So guys, before we do get in the video, my Twitter and my Discord are down below if you want to join the Discord server or follow the Twitter. Any is appreciated. Also, if you don't have a Discord account, if you want to join my server, sign up is down there. Basically in the Discord server, we just chill, we talk about Madden. It's overall a really fun time, and I'm really thankful for you guys honestly giving me the opportunity to have a chance to do something like that. It's honestly amazing. And then guys, if you want to check out my two most recent videos, they are going to be in the top right of the screen right now in the card. And then if you guys also want to join the channel, my YouTube channel will be right next to the subscribe button. Basically, it's $5 a month, but you get full written out Madden guides and then also early access to all of my videos as soon as they're edited on my Discord server. I will try to see if I can get them up on the YouTube channel, possibly as like a members only premiere or something like that along those lines for you guys. And then finally, if you guys want to check out my Madden ebook store on payhip.com, it'll be in the link down below. I'm in the process of posting my Raiders Gun Bunch tight end ebook on there right now. And guys, though, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's move into the defense. Alright guys, so as I mentioned, the play today is going to be out of big nickel over G. The play is going to be cover one hole. Now quickly, before we do get in the defense though, let's touch up on the pre-play adjustments. First of all, right here, the biggest things that you have to do is auto alignment is on base. This basically base aligns your defense and you don't have to do a step on it on offense, and it just base aligns for you. And I've been using it in my last couple of defensive videos and it's really helped me out. And then also you want to make sure that your zone drops, your flats are on 5 yards and curl flats are on 20 yards. This is going to be really big for basically any defense that I run because it's going to be able to defend the crossers but also be able to defend like drags and slants and that kind of things. And now, I mean, an optional you could possibly do on defense on play ball, and option defense on conservative. I like to have those on, but if you don't like to have those on or you like to do whatever you want, that's completely okay. It's not required to run this defense. But anyway, let's get into the play. Big nickel over G. We're going to touch up on the personnel subs real quick. What you want to do, you want to make sure that these two players are safeties right here, and then also this player is going to be a cornerback. So you see we have L'Jarius Sneed, and then we also have Daniel Sorensen and Armani Watts playing these two linebacker spots. And then your two safeties are just safeties that you're very comfortable using. So you could either go with Juan Thornhill or Tyrann Mathieu in this spot, or you could actually sub corners in, which we're going to do. We're going to sub in Rashad Fenton, and we're going to sub in DeAndre Baker, and then we're actually going to throw Tyrann Mathieu in here and then Juan Thornhill in here. Basically what this is going to allow you to do, it's going to allow you to get more change of direction because cornerbacks are very fast compared to safeties, so you're going to have that. Anyway, here you see that cover one hole is going to be the ace play selection on the first page right here for this defense. And guys, that's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead though, let's hop into the first defensive setup. Okay guys, so here we go. This is going to be the defense right here. You see that this is a very stock man coverage, obviously, as I have it right here. Now what you're going to do is I've created a little bit of a route combo on offense. I put my running back in an option route, and I actually used outside apprentice, and I put Devontae Adams on a post route. But basically right here, what you're going to do for this defense, the first adjustment you're going to make is you're going to pinch your entire defense, which is going to be RB, and down that left stick. Basically, it's going to press your defensive backs, and it's going to pinch your defensive line as well as your linebackers. And it proves very good. And also, and I have this for all of my defenses because I usually would pinch my D-line, and also I would press, so it kind of saves me 2 steps right there. And it also gives your defense kind of the same look because I'll pinch my defense all the time to make sure that my opponents get the same look each time, and also base aligning helps with that. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to be slanting our defensive line outside, which is going to be left on the D-pad, up on the right stick. And basically, it just gives you better block sheds, I believe. It's one of those things where you know, it could make a difference. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're just going to blitz our user player. Now, you're going to want to user this free safety. Whoever's in a deep blue zone, you're going to user, because you don't really want to touch up on this 3-rec hook, because this 3-rec is actually a really good zone. It's going to cover anything over the middle. So you just want to user this safety, because one of the other safeties too is going to be manned up on the running back. And trust me, you do not want to leave the running back unmanned, because he can go on a route and then it would kill you. So basically right here, this free safety, we're just going to blitz them, which is going to be A and down the right stick. You could also just double tap the Y button, press this icon, which is Y, and flick the right stick down. Either way, you could do it. I prefer the click on method and then pressing A, but you do whatever you feel is comfortable for you. So basically, this is the defense right here. Really, what we're going to try and cover, this 3-rec is going to be doing good in terms of covering anything over the middle. So we're just going to try to cover anything to this left side or over the top. Is going to be our biggest concern, especially out of trips where there's a lot of crossing routes and all that. And you also have to take account as well, if you're an ultimate team, obviously the abilities are going to be a lot more than if you're playing regs. But if you're a franchise even, but if you're playing regs or franchise, you also have to take into account the abilities that your opponent has on offense. So what we're going to do, we're just going to kind of watch on this left side, maybe on the right side a little bit, just see what we got. So we're just going to run this play right here. We're going to snap the ball. You see that we kind of go to the cross, so we're going to go back up to that post, and you see the pressure is going to get through, and we end up getting a sack. Now, basically, on that defense, we're going to do a quick instant replay just to show you guys what was going on and how this was a really good defense. So we're going to take a look. First of all, we have this tight end. He's on an out route. He's actually manned up, I believe, on a defensive back. You see that he is manned up really, really well there by L'Jarius Sneed. I believe he's coming out of the slot. Well, actually, no, is that L'Jarius Sneed? Let me see. And no, it's actually Charvarius Ward. He actually mans him up pretty well. You see too that strong safety, that cornerback we subbed in, does a pretty solid job of covering the running back right here too. And then also this crosser you see is covered by Daniel. Actually, no, that's not Daniel Sorensen. That's Juan Thornhill, I think. He's a safety we subbed in at linebacker. He covers it pretty well. You're going to see this out route is covered decently well too by this player right here, L'Jarius Sneed. And then finally this post route, we sort of came up and covered it. And you see at this point that the pressure is starting to come right at Aaron Rodgers. And if he were to launch a throw, he would have a very high chance of getting sacked right here. So it's going to be really important right here. And there's definitely some pros and cons to this defense. A pro is that there's more pass rush than this next setup. There you have 4 people rushing. Very simple defense, but it will also give your opponent the same look every single time, and it could be used very effectively. However, a con for this defense is that because there's 4 people rushing, there's not really a lot of zones to kind of support you, and because of that, you could get hit very easily on man beaters, so you're just going to have to keep that in mind. But guys, now we're going to move on to the second setup out of this defense. Alright guys, so here we go. This is going to be the second setup out of this defense right here. We're going to be adding one more extra step. So what we're going to do first, we're obviously going to pinch our defense. Then we're going to shade over the top, send our defensive lineman outside, and then we're going to put one of our defensive linemen in a zone depending on what formation my opponent is running. So let's just say that my opponent, and like also what play he's running to. Let's say my opponent is running a lot of corner routes to the right side. I'm just going to go and I'm going to throw this right side defensive lineman into a curl flat, which is going to be double tapping the left D-pad, pressing B, and flicking the left stick to the right. You're going to see now that he's in a curl flat. He's going to cover that right side, and he's going to take away a zone for my opponent to use, and that's going to be really, really important out of this defense. Now, also what you can do as well, like let's just say hypothetically my opponent is running, let's go with like, he's really going to like drag routes to the left side. So we'll just put this left side defensive lineman in a hard flat. You see how that works. You basically get the gist of it. But in this case here, for versing gun trips tight end, I know that the trips is to the left and that my opponent is most likely going to be running a lot of crossers. I'm just going to throw that right side defensive lineman in a curl flat to cover that. And then the last step is going to be to blitz our users. So we're just going to run a route combo. We're going to run a different one this time. We're going to throw the running back on a wheel, and we're going to put this X receiver. Let's see, what's a post corner? Oh, it's that route. And then what if I do a corner? That's a really long route. We'll just put him on a post corner just for the hell of it. So basically right here, this is the defense. Really just kind of cover the left side. That's going to be the most important part of this defense. So you can see right here, cover the crosser, kick back out a little bit. You unfortunately see that the pressure does not get there as quickly as before, but we still end up getting the sack. And you saw that most stuff was covered specifically on that right side because we ended up throwing that right side defensive lineman in that curl flat to cover that. So you're going to see right here, we do have Robert Tonyan on the out route. You see that's covered because not only the defensive line's dropping back, but also you do have that cornerback. He's staying with them. The running back is covered on the wheel route by the I believe the cornerback. We subbed in at safety. You also take a look at this player right here. He's on like a crosser. You see that they play him really, really well, this defensive back. Also, this curl flat's going to drop back and cover it a little bit too. And then you finally are going to see these two routes on the left side. This out route, first of all, by Allen Lazard. You see he's going to kind of move up. And then he's going to cut inside. Luckily, we're over there to defend that, so he really doesn't have that as well as the post corner route. And then you're going to see right at the point when he starts having pressure in his face, still nothing is really open on the field, and there's really nothing to improvise at. So overall, this defense did a pretty good job right here. But now, guys, we're going to move on to another setup, which is going to be a run defense against shotgun runs. Okay, guys, so here we go. Let's just say, hypothetically, your opponent wants to run some shotgun runs, so he runs some inside zone out of gun trips tight end, and basically he's trying to catch you off guard. What you can do in this situation is, here's the run defense setup. All you're going to do, you're just going to use the first setup. Just pinch your defense, shade over the top, slant defensive line outside, blitz your user. Literally it. Takes about a few seconds, but what you're going to do, you're going to hover right here between these two linebackers. And when your opponent runs the ball, we're going to shoot the gap between the center and the left guard. So you're going to see right here, just going to come right through. Rashad Fenton ends up getting the tackle. You see he gets no yards on that play. Very, very effective right here. So once again, we're just going to run that same setup, and we're just going to kind of bring our guy down. You see it takes about a few seconds, only a few steps. Very simple defense. We're just going to come down, and unfortunately, we did kind of get bounced out by the offensive lineman. You really do have to kind of watch that. But, you know, I mean, this is still a really good gap shoot defense right here. If you want to use this, it's definitely going to be very, very effective if your opponent starts running shotgun runs to try to catch you off guard. So once again, right here, just going to run this. You see we come right through the middle, come screaming at him, and we take him down for a loss of a yard. But, guys, hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a like. Let's try to smash 5 likes. Your support recently has been incredible, guys. You really are the true MVP. But, guys, take care. But most importantly, stay classy.